Okay, well, welcome everybody to the 2020-2021 awards ceremony here at Villanova. Glad everybody could join us tonight, and certainly to our friends and family at home. Certainly, we miss our friends, we miss our families. We wish you guys were here with us tonight, but all of our athletes are here. Ready to celebrate a great year, and we're certainly looking forward to next year when everybody's back, and a year from now we have this banquet with all of our friends, family, alumni, and everybody else that joins us. What a year. That's all I'm going to say to start off. What a year. About a year ago, February, we walked out of the Big East Championships in New York and immediately started talking about big plans for the 2020-21 season. And we started talking about spring training, things we wanted to do over the spring. We started talking about summer plans, Olympic trials, you name it, we were talking about it. And then within a matter of days and short weeks, all of our lives changed pretty dramatically with the pandemic. It started with college basketball, some conference tournaments being canceled. That rolled into the NCAA basketball tournaments being canceled. The men's and women's swimming and diving championships canceled. And then after that, obviously, came the big unknown, that dark blanket of what's this going to mean for us? How will it impact our summer? And that then led into how is this going to impact our year? For our seniors going into their senior year, how is this going to impact my senior year? How is it going to impact my season? How is it going to impact graduation? Will I have a conference championship? Will I have any dual meets? Will I have a season at all? Will I be on campus? Or will I be going remote? It was a brutal summer with a lot of unknowns. But then we got a little bit of light at the tunnel, and we got back here on campus, and we began to work together as a team. Small groups, not ideal, but nevertheless we were together. But we still had a lot of unknowns. We had no idea when we were going to start to compete. We had no idea if there was going to be a conference championship. And then it became a question, well, if there is, when will it be? So here we are tonight with a lot of those answers, and the answers are really positive. We're here. We had 2 semesters. We had a season. Was it altered? Absolutely. Was it successful? It absolutely was successful. We wound up having a dual meet season. We had some bumps along the way, but we had a dual meet season. We had some great victories, some great celebrations. Most importantly, we got out to Geneva, Ohio for our conference championship. What a fantastic event. I had a blast. I think you guys had a blast. It was electric, having all those swimmers and divers together doing what they do. And we walked away bringing home two trophies. We had a swimmer of the year. We had a diver of the year. We had conference champions. We had relay champions. We had school records broken. So tonight we're celebrating. We didn't think we'd be here, but we're here, and we're really, really excited. And you guys just deserve so much credit. I'm going to leave a little word to the parents. Your sons and daughters exceeded everybody's expectations. I don't know how a group of college students and student athletes can really manage and function given the limitations we had over the last calendar year with this pandemic. And they did a fantastic job. They exceeded everybody's expectation. And not just in the pool, not just on the boards, but in the classroom and socially, and even just managing a lot of the restrictions. So all of you guys, congratulations, and I'm so glad you're all here tonight. Let's celebrate. So, as tradition, we're going to open up our program tonight with Invocation Reflection, which will be delivered by junior female swimmer Abby Berlacco. The birthday girl.
Oops. Good afternoon, everyone. Now more than ever, may we appreciate our ability to come together and share in this event. Please join me in giving thanks to the Lord and bowing our heads in prayer. God, we thank you for bringing us here together and for the opportunity to honor our 2020 to 2021 season. As we reflect upon the past year, we are especially grateful for our health and unity. After a season filled with challenges and uncertainties, we have been gifted a greater appreciation for many things. All throughout, you have blessed us with your ongoing presence and unwavering support. As we gather today, please allow us to reflect upon and appreciate the experiences that we've had this season and be grateful for the opportunities which we were given in the pool, classroom, and community. Finally, we thank you for providing us all with a path that has led to Villanova, where we have been surrounded with coaches and teammates who have become family. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you very much, Abby. That was great. So now it moves us on to the introduction and the presentation of the varsity letter. And this is just a really special time for all of our athletes. This is where each year they receive the designation of being a Villanova University Swimming and Diving Varsity Award winner. It's a title that lasts for life. It's a title that 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years from now, whether it's in their personal bio or it's on their resume, they will get to say that I was a varsity athlete at Villanova University. So at this time, we're going to introduce each member of the Villanova Swimming and Diving, and we're going to ask them to please step forward and accept the varsity certificate. Starting with our women's swimming and diving program from Kensington, Maryland, Molly Benson. From Cranberry, New Jersey, Abby Berlacco. From New Albany, Ohio, Lexi Elkovich. From Moorestown, New Jersey, Andrea Fong. From Ashton, Maryland, Caitlin Gravel. From Rosemount, Minnesota, Andrea Holtz. Unfortunately, unable to join us tonight, from Arlington, Texas, Rayanne Jarzak. From Mount Kisco, New York, Maggie Kleinsmith. From Sugar Land, Texas, Anastasia Contramus. From Charlotte, North Carolina, Abigail Mastrantoni. From Milford, Connecticut, Brenna McLaughlin. From Greenwich, Connecticut, Kelly Montesi. Next athlete has already departed campus for the summer from Savannah, Georgia, Audrey Pastoric. From Glen Allen, Virginia, Emily Provenzo. From North Ascot, United Kingdom, Millie Routledge. From New Windsor, New York, Danielle Scarano. From LaGrange, Illinois, Perry Stahl. From Dublin, Ireland, Cara Stapleton. From Peachtree Corners, Georgia, Hannah Wasmith. From Beverly, Massachusetts, Nicole Welch. And from Richmond, Virginia, Grace Wheeler. And those are your 2021 Women's Swimming and Diving Varsity Award winners. And now introducing our men's swimming and diving team. From Rye, New York, Michael Ackert. From West Hartford, Connecticut, Ethan Brown. From Monton, Pennsylvania, Noah Klipman. From Morris Plains, New Jersey, Nolan Dennis. From Plano, Texas, Sam Fanatico.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, B. I love you all.
From Berkeley, California, Jordan Fetterman. From Hilton Head, South Carolina, Kevin Geist. From Greenville, South Carolina, Luke Greiner. From New York, Charlie Hinckley. From Centennial, Colorado, Lars Holtgren. From Richmond, Virginia, Reed Hutcherson. From Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, Ryan Marr. From Kingston, Jamaica, Jesse Marsh. From Essex, Vermont, Jake McIntyre. From Wilton, Connecticut, Richard Nolan. From Hershey, Pennsylvania, Chris Painter. From Pass Christian, Mississippi, Mishko Prakaski. And from Greenwood Village, Colorado, J.J. Strain. And those are your 2020-2021 varsity letter winners for the sport of men's swimming and diving. And that leads us to the next point of our program, which are our annual special awards. Our first award that we present is our Academic Achievement Award. Starting with the men's swimming and diving program, our recipient for this year's Academic Achievement Award completed his undergraduate degree in 3 years, spent his 4th year as a graduate student in the cybersecurity program while competing for the team in his 4th year and achieving an overall cumulative grade point average of 3.904. Our men's swimming and diving Academic Achievement Award is Mishko Prakaski. Our Women's Swimming and Diving Academic Achievement Award winner is no stranger to this award. Unfortunately, she is not with us here tonight. Again, logging another consecutive 4.0 grade point average back in the fall, and wrapping up her career with a major in psychology and a sociology minor and an overall cumulative grade point average of 3.982. The award goes to Rayanne Jarzak. Our next award is the annual Wildcat Award, a very special award, just so our guests at home know how this works. Our Wildcat Award is voted upon by the athletes' peers. The athletes themselves make this decision. And starting with the men's award, I'd like to read what the criteria. The Wildcat Award for men's swimming and diving presented annually to that member of the men's swimming and diving team who most unselfishly dedicates himself to the betterment of the program through leadership, competitive spirit, and dedication. The 2021 Men's Wildcat Award recipient, as voted by his peers, is Lars Holkgren. Our Women's Wildcat Award, presented annually to that member of the women's swimming and diving team who most unselfishly dedicates herself to the betterment of the program through leadership, competitive spirit, and dedication. The 2021 Women's Wildcat Award for swimming and diving, as voted by her peers, is Nicole Welch. Our next presentation is going to be our school record recipients, our school record recognition. We had 2 this year on the men's side, starting with our 200-yard butterfly. The record was originally set by a guy by the name of Chris Kraft, one of the oldest records on the books. Chris has been with us for, or was here back in the 80s. I actually knew Chris very well as an age group. That tells you how old the record is. Fantastic. Record to be broken, but an exciting performance by a freshman nonetheless. The men's 200-yard butterfly school record, your new school record holder, Nolan Dennis. Another school record was actually originally set back in 2018 at, believe it or not, the same exact venue, Inspire, in Geneva, Ohio. The men's 200-yard breaststroke record, Richard Nolan. That brings us to our final special presentation, which is the Most Valuable Award. Numerous categories are taken into consideration, including points scored throughout the year and performance in the postseason. We'll start with our Men's Most Valuable Award. And this particular gentleman swept all of the various different scoring categories. The individual dual meet season, he led the team with individual points with 64 points. His relay and individual contributions combined throughout the in-season scored a total of 65 points. The Big East, he had a Big East individual sweep, so he swept all 3 events, scoring the total individual point of 60 points. And his full season overall led the team with a total number of 125 points throughout the year. At the conference championship, he captured 3 individual championship titles and set a new school record in the 200-yard breaststroke. 2021 Most Valuable Award for Men's Swimming and Diving, Richard Nolan. The 2021 Women's Most Valuable, again, swept all team scoring categories. She scored a team high of 89 points in individual events alone in the regular season, led the team with a total of 98.25 points in dual meet individual and combined relay performances. At the Big East Championship, she scored a perfect 60 points in individual and with relay contributions, a total of 97.75 points. She was a 3-event Big East champion. She was named the 2021 Big East Swimmer of the Year, and her 400 IM finals performance would have qualified her for the 2021 NCAA Championships if our conference championship was held prior to the event. Our 2021 Most Valuable Athlete for Women's Swimming and Diving, Kelly Montesi. Once again, congratulations to all of our special award winners this evening. The next item on our program is historically one of our most special events. This is sort of serves as our swimming and diving farewell to our seniors. We have obviously a number of opportunities to recognize them, whether it's their last home dual meet, whether it's their last Big East Championship, and of course a number of activities on campus that will recognize their farewell as they graduate Villanova and go make the transition from being a Villanova student to a Villanova alum. But here within our program, historically, this is our last final farewell. We introduce our seniors and we invite them to just share a couple of parting thoughts as they leave our program. Not to get too reflective, but you know, in my old age and being here so long, it amazes me how quick the 4 years go by. I don't know if our graduating seniors feel the same way. For some of them, maybe it was a very quick 4 years. Others, maybe it was a very long and challenging and grueling 4 years. But first thing we start, as you all know, in the beginning of your freshman year is boot camp. And it's a week we spend together. And as I look around the room at our graduating seniors, boot camp just seems like it was just a few days ago. And here they are, they're getting ready to graduate in the next couple weeks. Amazing. So congratulations to all of you. With that being said, in no particular order, I would like to introduce our first senior. She is an electrical engineering major from Sugar Land, Texas, a 400 IMer, backstroker, sprinter. She's done just about all of it in her time here. Anastasia Contramus.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. First off, I just wanted to say congratulations to everyone for surviving a whole year of training through a global pandemic. I invite you all to sit with that for a second and then think of a way to go out and celebrate it, because it's something worth celebrating. Anyways, my time here at Villanova has been nothing short of a wild ride, and I'd like to impart some of the general wisdom I've learned throughout my years here, as well as thank those who helped me along the way. Let's see. Freshman year, I started out with a bang, quite literally. For those of you who don't know, I managed to find a way to concuss myself while bowling. So keep in mind, the next time you go bowling, it might not be a bad idea to wear a helmet. I spent the rest of my year training with Rick, and as a freshman, I learned quickly that you can have a whole conversation with Rick by him just giving you a nod and a smile. I wanted to say thank you to Rick for letting me know I can push myself beyond places I thought I could go. Most notably would be after holding hands in the 52-degree Pacific Ocean during Navy SEAL training with my teammates and still having a 6 grand day 10 to look forward to in the afternoon. Tears may have been shed, but I really grasped the phrase, get comfortable with being uncomfortable after that. For sophomore year, I single-handedly want to thank Kelly for being the best training partner I could have asked for. I still think she was the only one who genuinely looked forward to Ed's classic Wednesday 4 a.m. practices. And to the rest of the team, if you ever are getting absolutely killed during a practice, if you look up at Kelly, that girl can always make you smile. Now, junior year, I learned that electrical engineering is actually hard, and that Nate Brown knows how to test your lung capacity with a singular cord halfway across the pool. Nate taught me how to have fun with swimming, and this was a really important lesson because I soon learned that I need to appreciate every moment that I had, especially with Corona coming around. I also learned that wearing a helmet, well, may avoid potential concussions, does not prevent a broken wrist. Moving on to senior year, the most important thing I've learned is to be present where I am. I enjoyed going to practice every day, barring the fact that I knew I would get breathed on. I want to thank Laura for helping me get the most out of my last season. She somehow found a way to make everything work, and guys, she's really good at what she does. I'm very excited to see all of my strokers thrive in the next couple years. Lastly, I want to thank the most important people who have physically gotten me to the place I am today, my parents. To my mom, I have learned everything, skills, mannerisms, and even the art of sarcasm. You have been my absolute rock since the day I was born, and I am a girl, and I am fine. I love you endlessly, and thank you for all the sacrifices you've made for me amongst the chaos in the world that goes on around us. You spent the last 20 years carpooling all of my sisters and I to practice and going to meets and cheering us up after bad swims, as well as making endless PB&Js. To my dad, I thank you for your support. If there's anyone I know that I can count on, it's my father. He's a stronghold of faith, hope, and pride. And no matter what I do, he keeps showing up. So thank you, Mom and Dad. I appreciate it.
Congratulations, Anastasia. Our next senior we'd like to introduce, sticking with our College of Engineering, a chemical engineering major with a minor in engineering entrepreneurship from Berkeley, California, Jordan Fetterman.
All right, so funny story. I ended up going to campus today to write these remarks just because I thought it would only be fitting to write these remarks in the President's Lounge because that's usually where you would find me. And as Perry and Brenna would tell me, I spend way too much time there as a second semester senior. But truth be told, I just like being there because I can usually find one of you guys there to usually distract and hang out with. Anyway, I want to take this opportunity to thank a few people who definitely helped me on my journey, both in school and in swimming. First, I want to say thank you to my swim club and specifically my coach there, Coach Doug. Without the push and development he gave me for the better portion of 8 years, I wouldn't be the swimmer I am here today. I want to thank Rick for giving me the opportunity to swim and represent Villanova for 4 years. It's truly been an honor. I want to thank Ed Petrie for developing me further and helping me find my love for swimming again while I've been here. I want to thank Nate for training me through one of the roughest years I've had, especially going through engineering. As Anastasia pointed out, engineering does get hard. So I want to thank Nate for helping me just keep swimming fun and just helping me train and push the boundary there as well. I want to thank Laura and Kaz for helping me train at such a high level, giving me some crazy dry lands and pushing our team just to new heights there as well. And finally, I want to thank Connor for giving me the best season I've had, helping me push the limits in training, and for giving me one of the best ways to end my swimming career. So thanks, Connor. I also want to thank my parents for the love and support they've given me while I've ventured across the country to swim and study. I want to thank them for willingly driving me to morning practices at 4:30 a.m. I do know that your mentality changes when you get kids, but that's a really hard ask, in my opinion, to get up at 4:30 willingly. I want to thank them for staking pop-up tents in the really rainy, muddy, cold California winter. Right about then, I would assume that they wanted a really warm gymnasium instead. So, like I said, I just want to thank my parents, especially for them fielding all those really late night calls and just talking me through all types of things during my 4 years here at college. They're the reason who I am, why I am the way I am today. I really love my parents a lot, so thank you to them. And then finally, I just want to say thank you to all of you, my teammates sitting here today, and especially those who aren't with us and those who've already graduated. You guys became my family across the country, and many of you will continue to be in my life forever. There are so many good memories I will cherish, like training with the Navy SEALs, our training trips in general, the Villanova Swimming and Diving January World Tour that we took last year for 3 straight days of swimming across West Virginia, Penn State, and more. Also lifting trophies in Geneva for the men's team and just watching the women's teams succeed so well. Side note, for as much as we complain about going to Geneva, Ohio, we seem to do really well there. So I'll remember all those things, but actually I'll end up remembering the small things probably the most. The first one I'll probably remember is bickering with Jesse about his really bad soccer takes in the locker room. Everyone knows they're really hot. I'll also remember, our spit dinners, impromptu sand volleyball games, Power Fridays, and just all the locker room shenanigans we've had over the years. So shout out to all of you, the Munchkin Squad, Strokerinos, the small stroke group keeping old man Jordan on his toes all season, the Smen, the Swimmen, all of you guys. I've really enjoyed my time here. You've made me feel at home for the last 4 years. I'm gonna miss this program in university, and I look forward to seeing all the fantastic things that will get accomplished here. So go Cats. Thanks, guys.
Congratulations, Jordan. Next, I'd like to introduce from Hershey, Pennsylvania, a psychology major, Chris Painter.
All right, so this has been a long time coming. For most of you guys that know me, I do not speak a lot, so this will probably be the most you ever hear me talk. I'd like to start off with some thank yous. Thank you, Coach Rick, for never giving up on me, especially after last year, having to take a season off, and him just welcoming me back with wide open arms back to the team and jumping back into practice like I didn't even miss a day. Thank you, Coach Connor, for having some nice conversations after practice. Let me in on some inside secrets like Coach Nate's son. So hopefully he's doing all right. Thank you, Coach Nate, for helping me find fun with swimming again. Just talking to you after practice, after all those days for what seems like hours, just helped me really get back into enjoying it, and even through injury and struggle and all that, it just helped a lot to talk to you about it and training, and so yeah, thank you for that. And then thank you, Coach Laura, for getting my abs looking nice for the swim season, all those core activation exercises. Make sure I jot some of those down before I retire. And then just thank you to everyone, especially the men's team. Again, like, they welcomed me back, never gave up on me, and I'm so thankful for that. They're like my second family, always checking in on me, no matter what happened. So I'm just very thankful for all you guys, and I can't wait to see what you guys do in the future, because I know you guys are going to tear it up. Then I'd like to thank my parents. Coming off of last year, I lost a good friend, and they were just there the whole time. Helped me get back to who I was, because I was in a dark place, but they got me back into swimming, because I definitely didn't think I was going to come back at some points. And so I just want to say thank you to them, and thank you to my little brother, my little sister. Yeah, they just mean the world to me, and they've helped me through so much, and that's about it. So thank you guys, and go Cats.
I can certainly say, Chris, welcome you back. It was a very easy thing to do. It was a thrill to have you back, and we're so excited. So congratulations to Chris. Our next athlete, although she is not technically leaving, she did complete 4 years here of her career here at Villanova University, but is opting to stay a fifth, which we are very excited about. From North Ascot, United Kingdom, a psychology major with minors in counseling and sociology, Millie Routledge.
Hi, everyone. So I know I'm not leaving, but I wanted to take this time to say thank you to my class, and just how grateful I am about the past 4 years that I've had with you. So, to my class, I cannot possibly find the words to say how grateful I am to have met each and every one of you. You have given me a family I never knew I needed, and love and friendship that spans across an ocean. Next year is going to be tough without you, but they'll always be a part of our class here, at least for another year or two. From our first party sitting in silence in Stanford Hall, through everything we've experienced over the past 4 years, I know that you all are going to go on to do incredible things on your next step in your endeavors. Please know you'll always have a place here, and you're all loved unconditionally. Things won't quite be the same, but the memories we have will carry us through. To keep thriving, to become better people each and every day. I promise to never settle and know that I'm a part of something bigger than myself, but only if you promise to too. Stay humble, stay true, and know that Villanova will always be with you, because once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Go Cats.
Next, we'd like to introduce from Centennial, Colorado. He is a civil and environmental engineering major with a minor in business, and he is also one of our team captains and 2021 Wildcat Award winner, Lars Holmgren.
To be honest, I did this on the way over, so it might be a little brief. First off, I want to thank my parents, my sisters, my grandparents, Grandma Morris, and Villanova Starbucks for the endless support. I can't speak enough about their consistent encouragement and motivation over the past 4 years. They are the main reasons for all my successes in the classroom and in the pool. I also want to take this time to thank Coach Simpson for letting me continue to pursue this sport and allowing me to compete as a Wildcat. I'm definitely not the easiest kid to coach, but I hope that I left this team better than I found it. Lastly, I want to thank all my brothers for the good times in and out of the pool. I'm excited for new experiences next year in South Bend, but I wish I had more time with my boys. I'm always here if this team and my guys need me. I know you guys are there for me too. I can't believe it's coming to a close, but I wouldn't trade the past 3 years for this team for anything. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Love you guys.
Congratulations, Lars. Sticking with the state of Colorado, from Greenwood Village, Colorado, political science and history major, J.J. Strain.
Alrighty. So somehow or another, this is my first banquet. I've managed to miss the last 3 of them in a row, so I didn't really know what to expect when I was walking in, but this has blown me away, and it's been awesome. Hearing your hearing the seniors, hearing what you guys find important has been really important to me. I love it. Their parents, their coaches, and the teams we've been a part of, you know, if it weren't important, they wouldn't be mentioned. And like looking out at you guys, so many memories come flooding back. Chris, however many years that we've been together, has been incredible. Lars, even more so. I think we're going on 11 years at this point. Sam, driving across the country, staying at your place, it's been great. Any single moment I can think of for all of you guys, and it's been incredible. For me, I know I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss the competition. I'm going to miss the opportunities to travel, and I'm going to miss the unusual places. How else would I know that you can build a pool 200 feet underground unless you've been to Drexel? Most of all, I'm going to miss the relationship swimming has given me. Jumping into a cold pool every morning and spending thousands of hours together really does show who your true friends are. Swimming has always been an important thing in my life. For as long as I can remember, I've always been in a pool. I have to thank my parents for that. My dad was an incredible swimmer. When he was in high school, he spent multiple summers in Santa Clara with Mark Spitz under George Haynes. Rick's probably the only one who knows that guy's name. He was my first coach, whether it be in the ocean when he banned water wings for my mom's horror, or when we were swimming across the hot tub, or at vacation learning how to side breathe for freestyle. No matter where it was going to be a learning opportunity. As I got older, he never tried to miss a meet. Even when he was losing his fight with cancer, he made it to midseason and to Big East. Those trips were long and difficult, and it took a toll on him. But it meant the world to me that he was there. As usual, he was still coaching me. Even as we were at some random pub in Princeton watching the Oklahoma football game, he was giving me tips on the 200 breast. My dad absolutely got me into swimming, but my mom made it all possible. Mom, you never understood the intricacies of taper or the times, but you never stopped trying. You always asked how the races were, how it felt, and of course, was that a best time? Summer League was where I found my love for swimming, and you made it possible, Mom. I still don't know how you dealt with all those parents, Glenn, Lisa, and Jeffrey, and Ren. After 10 years of running the parent board, you were still willing to come back every year and still time. Mom, you were at every meet that I can remember. A lot of the time, giving Dad the full race play-by-play if he couldn't be there. And for you guys who were there, or who don't know, it was not a video that she sent him. It was a full minute-by-minute description of how the race was going. I heard she was gunning for the Big East announcer spot this year. Mom, thank you so much for the years of dedication that you put into me so I could pursue the sport I love. Driving through blizzards to Fort Collins, or sitting in traffic all the way down to Air Force. I can't thank you enough for making it possible. I wish you could have been there for this year's Big East to see my last race. And Dad, I wish you could have been there too. Both of you made this possible. You guys made my dreams come true. Thank you both.
Congratulations, JJ. Next on my list, unfortunately, she could not be here, but I do want to give her a shout out from Arlington, Texas, a psychology major with a minor in sociology, a breaststroker, IMer, flyer, just about everything, Rayanne Jarzak. Next, I'd like to introduce a communications major with a minor in psychology from Glen Allen, Virginia, Emily Provenzo.
Not gonna cry, I promise. I promise to keep my speech relatively short and to the point, since the gist of all our senior speeches is to thank people. So with that being said, I want to start off by thanking my parents, Marie and Greg, for their endless love and support in everything I do. From such a young age, you instilled in me my competitive drive, determination, and independence, as well as giving it my all. Thank you, Regan, for giving me a thick skin and letting me borrow your clothes when I'm home. I can't wait to see you succeed in college these next 4 years. To Rick, I don't know where to begin. You've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. You truly are a second dad to me, and you've always seen the potential and believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. Just because you won't see me around next year on the pool deck or shuffling through your stuff on the desk, I won't be out of your life. You're stuck with me, and I look forward to watching your girls grow up and to be a positive influence on them, well, most of the time. Sorry. Matt Mitchell, thank you for being the glue that's kept me Thank you for being the glue that's kept me together these last 4 years. I know I didn't make it easy on you, but 2 concussions, 1 hip surgery, months in and out of a boot, and 2 cortisone shots later, I made it. Thank you for being more than just my trainer, but a friend and a therapist, listening to all my problems and endless banter. Connor and Nate, thank you for your endless dedication and time to bettering this program, and I wish you both nothing but the best in the future. Laura, it's been a pleasure getting to know you over this past year, and I can't wait to hear more about your embarrassing college stories. They always make me laugh. And if you're ever in DC, text me. I'm happy to be following your steps, going from Nova to grad school at Georgetown, even though we both know Villanova is better. To my teammates, I wish I could give you each an individual shout out, but we'd be here all day, and Rick would kill me. With that being said, thank you for each being your unapologetic self, your endless support, continual jabs at me, a shoulder to lean on, and all the laughs and cries. I know you all miss my fire playlist at practice or constant big booty mixes on repeat. You each have a special place in my heart, and don't worry, I'll only be 2 hours away. My door will always be open. You can't get rid of me that easily. I'll be back on campus to bum it on the couches of West Campus and be a barfly at Kelly's. D group. At times you made me want to rip my hair out. You know who you are, boys. But you've always been some of my biggest fans and have always made me laugh. And to my small but mighty tough ladies of D group, who pushed me to be better every day, kept me sane, and popped Advil with me. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I'll definitely miss yelling on the top, and next year. So lane 10 ladies, make me proud. Millie, Grace, and Kelly. There aren't enough words to thank you for everything you've done and continue to do for me. I'm so grateful you're each in my life and the genuine love and support you give me daily. I know I have y'all for life. Last but not least, thank you, swimming. The last 16 years have shaped me into the person I am today. I've learned so much from a sport that has caused so many different and varying emotions over time. I met some of my best friends and family from this sport, which I will be forever grateful for. Cherish these 4 years of swimming because you'll blink and realize it's all finally over. With that being said, I think I've covered all my bases. As someone once said, when one door closes, another one opens. So see you all on the other side. With love and gratitude, Provo.
Congratulations, Provo. Next on the list, I'd like to introduce from Pass Christian, Mississippi, Mishko Prakaski.
So as many of y'all know, I was homeschooled as a kid, like throughout everything, so that's probably why I'm so awkward. But now you know. But just being homeschooled and being from Mississippi where swimming isn't really too well known down there, I've never been a part of something that's been this big, and I know that I have 40 plus people that are all in it together and they're all gonna work their hearts out and pour something and so much energy into something that I've been doing my entire life. So I can honestly say that I've thoroughly enjoyed my 3 years on Villanova Swimming and Diving. And so I'd like to thank a lot of people. I'd like to thank first and foremost God for just providing me with all the blessings that I have in my life. And I would like to thank my family, especially my parents. To my mom, you've always been there for me, no matter what. Even when we would get upset at each other, you would still love me unconditionally nonetheless. And I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done for me, and I'm really finding it hard to put into words, so I'll tell you later when I see you. But to my dad, thank you for being the loudest person at every swim meet, and I always know where to look for you with your big hat. And thanks for just everything that you've done for me, and then all the lessons you've taught me. You've given me the discipline and the hard work that has gotten me to where I am today, and I could not be more grateful. To my 6 siblings, thank you all for constantly being there for me. You all have given me constant support and love, even though we're all spread out across the country, and some not even in the country right now. But I love you all so much, and thank you for everything you've done for me. To the coaches, to Rick, first of all, thank you for giving me a chance to just compete on this team freshman year. Coming in, didn't know what the road ahead looked like, but thank you for welcoming me on my second year. To Connor, thank you for all the many fun conversations we had, and to just really bringing an unparalleled and unprecedented energy to every single day, whether it's 5:30 a.m., which I don't know how anybody has that much energy then, or 4 p.m. in the afternoon, but you always kept it going and always kept me motivated, so thank you. To Nate, thank you for being my coach last year and this year. You've always had some jokes that have kept me going and given me training that I've truly appreciated. And to Laura, thank you for dealing with me this year. And thank you for coming into the most challenging year so far and really truly caring about me and giving me the tools that I need to succeed in the pool. So thank you for that. And thank you to all of y'all for giving me my home away from home. I'm honestly truly grateful to each and every one of y'all. And to the guys especially, like, I wish I could go through all of your names right now because I made so many experiences and y'all have been there for me through every single day. So I can't thank y'all enough. Thank you, family. Thank you, Villanova. Go Cats.
Our final senior comes to us from across the river in Morristown, New Jersey, a marketing major with a concentration in digital marketing, an international business minor, Andrea Fong.
So I guess I'll carry out the back end, what I do best. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best not to cry. When I sat down and tried to write this speech, I realized that the only reason that I can actually say that I finished my swimming career is because of the people that I've been surrounded by for the past 16 plus years. In full transparency, there have been a lot of days where I haven't always loved this sport. I've questioned my ability more often than not, and I've always been very hard on myself. So, if it were up to me alone, I probably would have quit swimming a long time ago. And given that this speech needs to be short and sweet, I think it's only fair that I take this time to thank the people who helped me reach the finish line, many of which are sitting in this room right now, and many of which are not. To start, I have to thank my parents, of course. There's no better way to describe the two of you than doing the absolute most at all times. And I've come to realize that I'm a lot like the both of you. Thank you for committing the past 20 plus years of your life to making sure that Zach, Josh, and I have everything we could possibly need. Thank you for being my rock, a shoulder to cry on, and my metaphorical punching bag when you never deserved to be. I know I haven't exactly been a ray of sunshine every day this past year, but you've loved me anyway, and I owe everything that I am to you guys. I love you so much. To my brothers, Zach and Josh, I've looked up to you both so much my entire life, especially in this sport. Your drive, competitiveness, and excitement towards everything you do has always kept me going. I'm so lucky to call you guys my best friends, and as I've always said, there's absolutely nothing better in the world than having brothers. To my team, all four that I've been a part of since being at Villanova, thank you for allowing me to be a part of your family. Thank you for allowing me to grow and for being there on the good days, the bad days, the great days, and the really ugly days. I will always be proud to have been a part of this team, and I would choose this school and this team over and over again every single time if I had a do-over. Remember that there is a reason we all chose Villanova. There is a reason we call each other family, but that culture is cultivated from within. Lead by example, have faith in each other, and remember that swimming is a part of your life, but does not define who you are or who you will be. On to the coaches. Connor, it has been a privilege to have you as a coach for the past 2 years. Your confidence, passion, and dedication shine through in everything that you do. I couldn't be more excited that you're heading to Charlottesville and get to spend the next couple of years with another Fong. You have the potential to become an amazing head coach someday, and I wish you all the luck in the world. Nate, I have always respected the way you coach because you've taught us that in order to be a good athlete, you have to be a good person first. Thank you for helping this program develop over the last 3 years. You have been an integral part of where we are today and where we are going in the future. Laura, you are one of those people who I've known for such a short time, but it feels like I've known you for years. Thank you for helping me get through the last few months of my swimming career. Your advice and guidance helped me to enjoy every moment and more until my very last swim. Okay, maybe not the mile, but everything else. I'm grateful to call you my coach and now my friend. Rick, when I first met you with my mom junior year when I came to visit Villanova, I remember leaving here and telling my mom there was no way I was coming here because you couldn't have been any less interested in me whatsoever. Yet here I am. Even after you watched me get my ass kicked by a 14-year-old my senior year at that suburban dual meet in the 1,000. Almost hit 11 minutes on that one. That was tough. Thank you for always having faith in me, even on the days when I had lost faith in myself. You have been the exact kind of coach I've needed for the past 4 years, and I'm excited to see where you lead this team in the future. I would also like to thank my coaches from home, especially Allison Brick and John Carroll. You have shaped who I am today. And finally, for my fun thank yous, to the guys in the business school who were on the team and the class above me, thank you for taking me under your wing and quite literally dragging me through the first 2 years of classes here. I would not be graduating without you. I will always be thankful for my own personal tutoring squad. To the Lane 9 squad over the years, but especially last year, thank you for helping me keep it together when I was struggling the most. You really can't be all that frustrated or mad when Debs is cackling next to you, or when Reed is trying to convince you that he should be going behind both you and Debs. To the D group gang, I will miss swimming with you all the most. You find an extra appreciation for the people you've been through hell and back with. Don't let Rick get too crazy on you, and always remember that the DCR is a sacred place. Lastly, to the ladies of Chapter 410 and our honorary members, thank you for having my back every day this year. When you're surrounded by people who support and love you, it's impossible to fail. Thank you for giving me the privilege of being your captain, teammate, and friend. I will miss you all so much, but once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat.
And once again, a huge congratulations and a heartfelt farewell for a very, very special class. Congratulations to our graduating seniors. And we will certainly miss you. You're always part of the family. Congratulations. Obviously, a huge theme of the senior comments today was gratitude and thanks, which I certainly think is appropriate. There are so many people, most importantly, their teammates, their roommates, their parents, their families, who are just great behind-the-scenes support mechanisms for them. So I myself would like to just wrap up with a few thank yous. First, I think we all need to take a second, and I know we haven't really thought about or even talked about this, but giving a huge amount of thanks to this athletic department, this university, in particular Mark Jackson and all of his leadership team, and every single member of the athletic department, who you guys have no idea what went on here in July and August to put players on the field, players on the court, swimmers in the pool, divers on the boards. We could write a book. It's amazing the hoops that people had to jump through, the second, third, and fourth jobs of responsibilities that people took on to make this possible. There are a lot of athletic departments where their athletic teams never got off and running. Not a single sport played a single game or had a single practice this year. In Villanova, we did it all 24 of our sports. They played, they competed, they practiced, they trained, and they had days like this. So please, before you leave campus, make it a point. Thank somebody. We've got two of those folks right here who are making this possible for our parents who can't be here. Joe and Austin, thank you very much for all your help and dedication. Next, I'd like to thank my good friends and my family. They're good friends and family first. Also our coaching staff, Connor Hazard, Nate Brown, Laura McLaughlin, and Todd. Michael is not with us. Again, as I said, they're friends and family first, which I'm incredibly lucky to come to work every day and actually work with people that I consider friends and family first. And then an amazing, amazing group of colleagues to just be around. So thank you guys very much for everything you do for our program. Next, I'd like to thank the parents and our support mechanism, the folks that were unfortunately not able to be really an active part. And when I say active, I mean on site. Behind the scenes, I know they were active. The Villanova fan group, in particular our parents and our family, are the best that's out there. Coach Laura, who has a sister who swam at Providence, and she herself actually worked at Georgetown, so she's been affiliated with two other Big East schools. They will tell you that we have a reputation. The Villanova fan section is the biggest, the best, and the loudest. We missed you guys this year, but 2022, we are in Long Island, and we're going to be loud and crazy as ever. So thank you again, parents, for everything you do from all parts of the world. We miss you, and we can't wait to see you. And then obviously the biggest thank you goes to the group of the people sitting in this room. We all found out the hard way back in the spring what life is like not being on deck coaching athletes. Athletes get tired, but guess what? Coaches get tired too. Sometimes both mentally and physically, you just need to kind of take 5 or 6 days or a week and just go off with your family to a beach somewhere and kind of, recharge the battery. But what I think the spring and summer did, it showed real quick, a little recharge is nice, but anything more than, a week or two, it gets really old and you start to really, really miss the people that are so important in your life, and those are our athletes. You guys have heard me say it before. I'm not a big fan of I love the summer weather, but I'm not a fan of not being able to be around you guys. My favorite time of the day is either 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock, depending on when we practice. That's when the day gets better. You guys are the highlight of the day. So we need to thank you. It's all about you guys. Without you, this doesn't happen. We wish you the best of luck. We congratulate you. Again, I have no idea how you guys have pulled this off. I just don't. It's amazing. I don't know if I could have done it. It was a brutally challenging year, and you guys could write a how-to book on how to be a Division I student athlete in the year of a pandemic. Nobody could do it any better. So congratulations, you guys. Best of luck with finals. Best for those of you that we won't see over the summer. Stay in touch. Parents, fans, alumni, everybody, miss you guys, love you guys. See you next year. Go Cats.